everyone? Welcome back to the No Cap Space post-game show. I'm calling the ISO as of now. I don't know if anyone else is helping on, but Tyler here, holding it down. Folks, what a day of statements across the nation. It looks like USC is currently making one now. We still got eyes on the game even as we're here live. They're already up 11-2. Feels like it could get wicked. I'm so sorry to my twin, Sam Purcell. It does not look good. It does not look good early. But let's dive into this game that just finished up, this UConn game. Look, Greer's not here. Shawnee's not here. How am I supposed to have a UConn conversation? Like, I feel like empty right now, but I'm gonna try my best because Paige Bueckers just sent herself off from Storrs, Connecticut, with a career high performance. The amount of like efficiency stats that are all across the board right now, like on social media and everything with Paige, is so crazy. Like the 50, 40, 90s, the assisted turnover. Like, Paige is a very good basketball player, and like I and myself included, like I've been a part of this. I think we do get caught up in like the flipping the switch and like, does she have that and like that aspect of the game that like I do think that at times we just kind of glance past and underrate other parts of her game, and the efficiency might be the part that we, like on one hand it's like kind of the critique that we have where it's like, shoot the ball. Oh my goodness, JuJu Watkins is down. I didn't see what happened. I didn't see what happened. Oh no. I'm so sorry like to pause the live like this, but her knee got body on a layup. I'm not a medical professional. Oh no. Oh damn, she's not put. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Completely carried off. Oh shit. Yeah, we were on that for a long time. Dude. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, now we go to commercial. I'll tell you right now. I don't have anything more important to say than what we just saw. Oh no. Oh man, I don't even. I mean, I guess we'll continue this dialogue and we're gonna keep an eye on that. But that looks really bad, y'all. Her facial expression, like that was. Oh man, that is so brutal. Okay, well, it's not how this was supposed to start. I mean, all the best. All the best of wishes. Oh my goodness. Um, Wow. I mean, I'm kind of speechless right now. I don't even remember where I was at with what I was saying. Like that's terrible. Like, I mean, forget the game aspect or the tournament run. Like that sucks so bad across the board. Like there's no. Okay, they're replaying it. I didn't see it the first time. Oh, I was looking at the wrong knee. Oh yeah, she just went straight. Yeah, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Folks, I'm certainly not a medical professional, but that oh my god. Oh, I mean, goodness gracious. I again, I don't even feel like anything I have to say is like important anymore after what we just saw. That is the absolute worst case scenario of I mean, like hopefully it's minor and it's just out for this game, but it did not look good. I'm trying to look at on the timeline a little bit and see if there's anybody smarter than me. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, all that was like uncomfortable. On top of it, um, like the camera, to the camera in the face, and oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess now we wait, and see. Again, I don't even, I don't even know what to say now because I mean that is terrible. The zoom in is wicked. I hated everything about that. Um, God damn, yo, that bro, what a buzzkill! Oh my god, I was on here excited to come and talk basketball with y'all, and it feels like nothing else even matters now. Like again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but like that did not look good. Like that looked actually like very much more bad than good. I Yeah, I mean this is I'm sick. Like I'm like physically like feel ill right now. Um wow. I mean, we'll see how I mean, I don't even like it feels like nasty to talk about basketball now, but I mean, we'll see how USC responds now. I mean, you immediately look to Kiki Iriafin, like you have to play a basketball game. And JuJu Watkins just potentially like had just a horrible injury, and you have to go and play this basketball. This is early on. Like, I mean, obviously they have this lead now, but like, it's more than just the you lose JuJu, but like the way that you lose JuJu. I mean, like that's. I feel sick. Y'all feel sick. Imagine how they feel right now, and you got to go play. You're in a March Madness game. I I wow. Um, I'm sorry. Like I was not prepared for this to start off like this. Like I'm I'm in shock. Like, oh, Shawnee, did you just see that?
Yeah. I ran. Well, first off, it was kind of dormant in the chat, so I was like, well, nobody's saying anything. Let me go get a shower, and then I come out in like chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so now we need ankles and a knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like like I said, I feel physically ill right now. I can only imagine what this USC team feels like.
Because I got it on right now. Like,
oh my god.
To me, you got to be done regardless. Like,
oh no, you're done for the game. Like, there's no.
No, not the game. I meant like the year.
Oh, so I mean, depending on what it is, she might just not have a choice.
It doesn't. To me, if they say it's a sprain and they're like, oh, she could be back for the Elite Eight, Final Four, I don't like it. I don't like it. There's a future with her that you need to protect. I just hate it because I hate this.
I mean, again, like I literally came on here with like a full plan to like talk basketball and to talk about this whole day, and like it all feels so minuscule now. Even if USC wins this game, like I mean, I think I might be like I'm kind of like, obviously we saw what happened last game, and she had an interesting. I don't know. Was it the same leg that she hurt last game? I don't know.
Chat, I wish I was that type of fan where I could
like I don't know. Chat, let us know. I mean,
but that's not.
But so so you have last game, and then you also have her in the post game being like, "Look, man, it's this time of year. Like, everyone's banged up." But like, but this is now. So obviously you have last game's injuries, which were like worrisome in their own. Like, if you just had that, we were already talking about the worry of that, and now you have this. And
because the thing that worries me the most about this is she's not a dramatic player.
No,
right?
No,
it's like there's some players,
every ounce of pain that she showed on her face.
Yeah, like some players, like they'll go down, and I'm like, oh no, and they're like, whew, I'm okay, and I'm like, girl, don't do that. Like, get up. This one is like you gotta like, the fact that they had to carry her out of the game means she literally could not walk. Like, that's not something, I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel good about it. I don't like it. Yeah. We can talk about hoops because there's going to be reports to come out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll obviously. I mean, I doubt we hear anything tonight. I mean, besides out for the game, I wouldn't imagine anything that quick. But
I mean, maybe it is the one moment when she's having a moment and just walks back to the bench or limps back to the bench or something, and like everybody can breathe easy.
Well, I'd say, I mean, because even if you, like, again, I keep thinking back to the last game, obviously, where we saw her get banged up. She physically would not let Lindsay take her out of that game. Like, so, like, that's, like, like, in my head, where I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe every ounce of this.
And that's what I'm saying, Dizzy. Like, there might be some good news. Like, maybe she comes back and, like, limps over to the bench and it's a sprain.
Yeah.
And it just hurts. Like, one time I played and like my kneecap slid over.
Oh, it happened to me too, yeah.
Yeah, and it was incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
So, it really did hurt and I had to get help, but like I was fine. It was just kind of sore the next couple of days. So it's like maybe prayerfully, like it's something like that where it's like a freak accident that really, really hurt.
Yeah. I mean, again, it feels minuscule right now. I mean, it looks like USC is responding well, and they're continuing to build this lead. But I mean, again, like it, bro, damn.
We've been fine all year, man.
Like really, like all of the stars had set, like pretty much stayed healthy, like across the board, and now we get this, bro. What a buzzkill. I mean, I don't even. Oh my god. Like I can't. I don't even. Damn, bro.
Yeah, because it's like that was really just a freak accident. It wasn't anything. Nothing happened.
It didn't look dirty or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. It was a routine play. So it just.
Yeah, they're saying they're. Let me see. I want to. Oh yeah, they are booing. Like they're. But again, I don't think that's. I think she got. I mean, it was a foul, but I just think she got knocked off balance, and then what happened happened. Like I don't think it was anything like malicious or anything. That's just a
routine play. So the
basketball play.
Because like truthfully, you don't feel good.
Yeah.
Of the game because like you're known as the team that injured JuJu. Like that's not a great feeling. So I don't like booing them like that. Like they did something.
Yeah. I just
like truthfully, like I wish we could just transfer all of this to Barstool Dave and redirect your anger towards him because this is really his fault. I'll figure out how in 12 minutes.
That won't take long. I mean, I guess we can talk some of today's hoops. I mean, I don't.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna sit here and just be sad.
Yes. So I mean, again, if anyone sees anything on Twitter,
I don't want to say it,
know.
Chris.
I mean, hey. Yeah. What a shame, bro. I guess we could talk about. Man, damn! Oh my god, that just ruined my night.
Yeah, because truthfully, all right, let's go backwards. UConn was treating this second round like Paige's senior night. They were like,
and notably not AZ's. Like she didn't really get like the send off. Obviously she still has eligibility. So kind of interesting. I mean, Paige hooped tonight, 34 career high.
Yeah,
I thought her career high would be higher, to be honest.
I don't. Why?
Okay.
Yeah. No, and I'm very serious.
No. I know, but like I know I love that one. I love myself up for that one. That's why I was laughing because like.
But this was like a throwback kind of Paige performance where like I was like, dang, she done heard all the passive Paige jokes and waited until the second round against South Dakota State to really prove them wrong. That's crazy. So good for her. But like when she had like what 14 in like the first half or whatever, I was like, yeah.
This is why I wanted to take more shots because she's so good.
Well, to be fair, respect to the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State, but it was South Dakota State. So
this is true.
Let's have a little shame.
Yeah.
It was like Lobo was so hyped.
Lobo was gassed up.
Bro, that's why I went and took a shower because I was like, I don't feel like hearing her talk no more. She's too happy. She's like, she's not celebrating her shots, but she's going crazy over her teammates. And I was like, she don't need to celebrate any of this. It's South Dakota State in the second round. Can we like,
there you go,
Rebecca, have some decorum.
There you go.
11 titles, bro. Like, act like you've been here before. It's the second round against South Dakota State. We don't even have numbers in front of these matchups. It's the second round. Next week is the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
We're playing in the unnumbered.
That's when you play a real opponent.
You were playing an unnumbered game. Second round. 32 teams here.
There you go. Bring us back, Shawnee. This is a good point. KK Arnold has consistently kind of been like a tone changer. Like off the bench, and the defense in this was like phenomenal. Again, like Gino credited her in the post game interview, which also was not nearly as cool because like he like tossed it over to JuJu like in the post game interview, like telling her to take over. And I was like, well, now it's not nearly as cool. But KK did come in and like genuinely change the game on the kind of the tone and like the pace of the game and whatnot. And then Paige kind of just took it and ran with it from there on the offensive side.
Because like when South Dakota State was up in the first quarter, like KK comes in and starts taking charges, and it did shift the tone. And I was like, this is disgusting. She's making gritty hustle plays so they can get back in the game against South Dakota State. This is nasty, but it's very true. She came in and did exactly what she needed to do, and that's the type of player you need in March. Like that proves invaluable. I want to show Hello?
Yeah, it's March.
Are you new
know
here?
What time it is. Look. You know what? I know.
But like, here's my thing. Like, I don't know. I was talking to my dad, and he was like,
Talk
"That's
to
gonna
me,
be a
Shawnee.
good."
Talk to me, Shawnee.
It's gonna be a good matchup down low with Beers and Strong. And I was
Wait,
like,
what was his quote?
I'm not saying that on there. I'm not saying.
Hey, talk to me now, Shawnee. You mean like
You were just saying that
you
Beers
gotta
is
get
legit.
ready?
Yeah,
My home
Beers
field
is
shirt
legit.
on.
She dominates the posts. She makes the paint her own, and it's gonna be interesting because like we've seen her do this at Oregon State, so it's like she's experienced, and you know she the vet now. So will that vet experience? Is she gonna be able to like bypass Sarah Strong?
And we're gonna get I think into some deeper previews later this week on some of the off days, but I gave my full Iowa Oklahoma recap. I has their boots on the ground, so we won't dive fully into that because I had already kind of the video's there. It's on the channel. Go check it out. But I think that there's an interesting couple matchups. I'm not saying, but I'm not saying it. That's all I'm saying.
Now this is hating. Oh, sorry. Did you see it? I was leaving it up.
I owe y'all an apology. This is fantastic. I can't believe.
That's what I'm saying. You take your victory lap, dog.
Man, I think it's going to be a great week for Oklahoma women's basketball. I think it's going to be a great week.
This is hating. Because if you have you ever been hit in the nose?
No, I saw that like in front of me. Now she got hit. It was inadvertent. Like I don't think it was anything like malicious or anything from Hannah. But like she caught the full like she
but
caught
even
it.
Still, if you've ever been hit in the nose, yes, you automatically cry. That is just like a reflex. There's like tear ducts attached to your nasal cavity. Yeah. That's not science, so don't fact check me on that. But like you're scientifically predetermined to cry if you get hit.
You are shook if you get hit in the nose. Like there's no like scientifically proven that you are shook.
That's borderline unethical hate. We might want to reel that one in.
Yeah. Holly Rose says the SC athletic directors, amongst others, have left the attendance to check on JuJu.
Well, that doesn't help anything. Thank you, Holly Rose.
Yeah.
They're worried. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know she's salivating.
Yes. Oh, this is true. She did have a mask on last year. Was it during March? It was during Pac-12.
Oh yeah.
I want to say
the black mask.
Yeah.
I
could be completely wrong on this, but my brain is telling me it was a hit from Betts to the face when they were just battling in the post. I could be completely wrong on that. But yeah, I'm very intrigued by that matchup. I'll tell you from Oklahoma perspective, this is Johnny Baranchek's first time getting into the Sweet 16. And this is the most prepared I've seen an Oklahoma team like by far at this point. I'm so tired. I'm so I'm just so out of it now. But no, like I it's not impossible. I will just put it like that, and I'll leave the deeper preview for there because I think that there's some interesting matchups across the board with it. Let's talk about Alabama, Maryland, because I only got to see the very literally like overtime of that.
I mean, you watched the full game then.
Like so, Maryland comes back in that one, and I mean it goes to double OT. Sarah Ashley Barker was hooping and the ability to hit all 3 free throws at the end. Like
I was nervous. I knew she was gonna miss one.
Yeah,
but I was like,
no, I was nervous for her. Like we were kind of circled around at that point. It was me and a couple other people at still on the court at OU watching the game, and we were all like, oh, there's no way. Like we're never mind. I'm not gonna say, but it was sorry. It was about to be a rant. There was about to be a sidebar hate, and we don't need that. This is why we keep it ethical.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest.
No, but she should be able to pick a team still in the tournament and go play for them. 45 points on 68% shooting. She was 17 of 25.
Yeah,
that is the most incredible thing I've ever heard.
That's real. Like, that's real.
45 points. And she's a shooter. So it's not like she was, like a post player doing that. It's very impressive even still, but it's like you're supposed to just be doing post moves. You should be here, doing your thing. She was getting in the lane, and that floater is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh, that little push shot she got in the lane. Somebody got to sign her. But I was so hurt for her, because that's why I like going from the JuJu stuff to this. I was like, dang, I'm still sad, because like she deserved to win that game just off the strength of like respect to their teammates, but they was not.
I was literally about to say, like, did anyone else like even? They were not. Essence Cody has 18, and then you have 11 and 11 from Nye Green. Like, that's in a double OT.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they could have came up with like 10 points from other
you got 3 Maryland scorers with 20 plus. You got 26, 24, 28, and a 19. Like that, it's
Essence Cody fouls out. Zay Green fouls out in regulation. And then it turned into like the Sarah Ashley Barker show.
Yeah.
And it's like, y'all aren't even looking to score. Y'all aren't even looking to shoot. Y'all aren't even looking to drive. Everybody was looking for Sarah. And I was like,
until the last play.
That was a horrible play, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, respect to the coach. You was doing your thing for a minute, but like, why would you have her come all the way to half court to get the ball? I ain't like all that. Maryland did get some ticky-tack fouls, some home cooking. I did not like the 4th foul on Sarah Barker. I thought like she had a couple charges, and there were some, plays that you could have called that on, but like y'all started doing touch fouls. I thought Cheyenne got an and one, and I guess they like got the arm, but it was just like, you don't call that one. So it's like there's a couple fouls in OT and in double OT that Maryland got that I was just like, no. Alabama, their transition offense gave me gas. That I will say that. Like, they had numbers, and they just completely blew it. I was like, have you ever done a 3-man weave or anything? Like, what are you doing?
Weave.
Like, it's 3-on-1, and y'all are, like, throwing it across court in the corner. I ain't like all that. Yeah. But it's like they scrapped, they hustled, they hooped. Sarah did. They got her the ball. Shout out to them. But, like, it was too many people on the court that were not prepared for the moment and ready to shoot and ready to help and contribute. So it's like once Maryland started, coming back,
wraps from there.
This is the opposite of ice water in your veins, like hot grits.
Hot grits is disgusting. Hot grits pumping through your veins. Ew. Ew. That made me that made me a little queasy. I don't.
You got nerves of buttered grits. I don't trust it.
Ew. I hate everything about it.
New merch. I got hot grits.
I hate everything about it. That's the first piece of No Cap Face merch. It's hot grits in your veins.
You got hot grits in your veins. I don't trust it.
Now. There's someone else hurt?
It better not be. But we'll talk more at a later date about Maryland versus.
Yeah, we're gonna do some. I think we're gonna do some previews. We got a couple off days in here. We got y'all covered. Don't worry. I can't tell who that was.
AZ is returning.
Oh yeah. It didn't include. So I saw. I think it was the radio broadcast. For UConn, she was on there because Paige was on the TV, and I think they kind of tried to get it out of her, like for her like kind of commit one way or the other because she didn't do the senior night stuff in that way, like be a part of the senior stuff today, and she was still kind of just non-committal.
Okay, so Gino gave a deadline. She is clearly past that.
Yeah, so Gino
has lost control of his program.
There you go.
Doing whatever they want to do.
I think that's exactly the conclusion. The only conclusion for sure. Not that maybe she just already told him that,
No, why wouldn't y'all like figure it out? It's tournament time, bro.
Yeah. Looks like
and this is what I'm saying. The pressure is not on them because they know if she says I'm going pro, then it's like. Okay.
Everyone is it's last ride. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, draft stock. now every move matters. Now
Mm.
every step counts. But if I give you this whole like, oh, I don't know, maybe not, then it's like she's just a girl.
She is just a girl.
He's just a
That's
Luigi.
that's the people. That's the people's princess. Man, okay, I'm still just sad now. Looking kind of around elsewhere, a couple statements made today. I feel like NC State put belt to ass on Michigan State. They just couldn't miss. A friend of the show, Sanaya Rivers, almost a triple double. Like, I mean, what they ended up shooting. What is it? 15 of 30, right? Yeah, 15 of 30 from three, 31 of 62 from the field.
33s?
15 of 30.
That's insane. It's unsustainable, but like that's insane.
And yeah, I mean, look, it was to Daniel's point here. This is good NC State. They can beat anyone, they can lose to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And today they look. I mean, like if they're doing this, I mean, if you shoot 50% from three with 33s, you're gonna feel pretty good about just against about anybody, you know. But
like
again, that's not the standard that you need to be setting for how you win a basketball game. But their defense was also pretty damn good today too, holding Michigan State to only 49 points.
But that's how you gotta play when you're like guard heavy. Like you have like a.
That's the boomer bust of NC State. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, God bless.
Yeah, I feel you. Looking around West Virginia, North Carolina, that wasn't fun.
Respectfully,
I'm so sorry. And now we get North Carolina Duke. I'm so sorry. No. We had Texas, Illinois as well. I didn't get to see much of this one. I got to see like just the very beginning of it. Madison Booker putting up 20. That's what you need. Like that's what if you're getting that.
Thank you.
Like that's what you need. You know, so we take that. If you're a Texas fan,
love it.
Like again, you're gonna get those like 50 to 60 points, and what is that going to
do with them is up to you.
That is pretty much it. And then everyone was kind of eyeing as the game of the day today, understandably so, was LSU Florida State. I'm not gonna lie, my experience with that's literally what I was about to say. I watched I had the first half on my screen as the OU Iowa game was finishing up.
Mm-hmm.
By the time the press conference started, it was halftime. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of this game. I'm gonna hurry out. I'm gonna go record my post game. I'm gonna hurry out. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna finish this game. By the time the press conference ended, LSU was up by 20, 25. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Because when Alabama went to, I was watching that game first. Tanaya Latson hit this crazy bucket.
As she does.
Gosh,
she be doing that.
Contact, went between three people and contorted her body and got the layup. It was the most incredible thing I've seen of the tournament thus far. That was an incredibly athletic shot, and she's so crafty.
Yeah.
She's such a bucket. It's crazy. So she started going crazy. Bowles hit a couple threes, and she was, getting kind of loose. The center Tiffin.
Oh, Timpson for Florida State.
Yeah. Timpson. She was getting big in the paint. She was out.
I like her game a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So they was doing their thing,
and
then Alabama goes into overtime, and I don't know what happened, and if they're connected, don't know. We could look. But Alabama goes into overtime, and then I look, and it's a 11-point game in the third quarter, and I was just like,
they needed the eyes. They needed the pressure. Everyone's watching. They felt the eyes shift away from the hate watch. They were powered by people hate watching LSU.
Because I needed them to go home. No disrespect.
It was specifically your hate watching eyes that turned the tide for LSU.
And it's got nothing to do with those players on that court.
It's only you. Only
no,
you.
I just needed their righteous gemstone coach to get out of here. Leave me alone.
For LSU though, hey man, they look good. They if they're getting anything close to what Samaya Smith gave them today, with 20 points, 9 of 9 from the field with 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, a block. Like, come on. That's a phenomenal game just in general, let alone from, a player that, frankly, to me, like, I was hoping to see a little bit more from this season. Like, obviously coming back from injury, but, you're the number 2 big with Anissa. You're starting alongside her. I was kind of hoping to see some more steps taken, but ultimately, like, and this is why I had that expectation, because you get a game like this, and it all makes sense as to why you can see that potential from a Samaya Smith. But like, if you're getting 10 of 12 for 28 from Michaela. That's nasty. That's so gross. She's so damn good at just being a pure. She's a bucket, bro. Like, there's no like she's just a bucket. And then you obviously add in Anissa Mora, who was on triple double watch herself, 26, 11, and 7. And Flauge had a quote unquote quiet night, but like you don't need that in this game. Like you had plenty, so like it didn't need to force it. Like you didn't need that. She gets 13 on 4 of 8, but like when everyone else is doing that, that's the luxury of LSU. They might not have the depth that some teams have, but the star power, you got 3 players on any given night that can lead you to a win in that way, just because of how good they are with Morrow, Michaela, and Flauge. So like that's always been the good thing about LSU. It's the depth that's been the worry, but that's gonna be a fun one. If I hope we get good NC State in the LSU NC State game, just for like good hoops reasons.
That's why Mississippi State losing you here.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Coaching.
I did call him my twin earlier in the show.
You look, they just on autopilot while you on here pontificating and
honestly, I feel like that about covers today. Again, I'm so sad. I'm sick to my stomach right now.
I'll take over because I'm sorry. I'm looking at the brackets and it's.
Look, I'm here for like just do your thing. Like I'm here. I'm staying. But like
see, but now if we gotta do previews, I want to talk matchups now. Sorry.
Do it.
Because I'm gonna be in Birmingham, friends.
How about this? Let's preview Birmingham. Since we know Birmingham. And we can preview Birmingham right now. So let's go down. Let's go top to bottom. Okay, so let's start at the
South
top.
Carolina, Maryland, right? We've had some history with them. They typically play us pretty tough, going back to Angel Reese's days. But we get the win, so I ain't really tripping on it. Shout out to Brenda. She's Hall of Fame coach, doing her thing. Got them. This is her 17th Sweet 16 appearance.
Something like that. A crazy good number.
It says 17. Yeah. Cheyenne Sellers is a bucket.
Yeah.
Like, she's not moving super fast, but she didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's crafty. She knows how to get to the basket. So that's going to be something. I think our speed is going to be able to like create some problems because again, she was not moving that fast at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not too much. I expect the freshies, the little freshmen, my trio of the future, Tessa, Malaysia, and Joyce to like get back in a rhythm. They saw what I believe to be the hardest matchup of the postseason until we get to like the final. To the Final Four.
You think Indiana would be harder than Duke?
Yes, because they match up better. No. Like
no, I feel Indiana,
yeah, like what we was talking about last night. Like Indiana is always a nightmare for us. They stretch the floor. They force us to do things differently defensively. They had Joyce in hell. They took her out of her comfort zone. Like they just do a lot of things that irritate us. That a lot of other teams aren't capable of replicating because they don't have that personnel. So Indiana is always like a thorn in our side.
Yeah.
And I think since we've made it past them, Maryland doesn't match up too well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Duke or North Carolina.
I tell you,
things fun.
The Duke is the only reason, like, compared to past years with Duke, that like I could be like, what's if it get interesting is because they've had a couple more like offensive pop-off games than normal.
Right.
Like the NC State second half, right? You know, or even the second half of this Oregon game, like seeing Ashland Jackson just randomly go off for 20, you know, like in that game. Now, obviously, those are two different teams that you're talking about the South Carolina.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, I'm still not like I mean, South Carolina's in my Final Four, my bracket for good reason, you know. So, like, I'm not worried about it in that sense, but in the terms of like keeping it interesting and like the potential for it, it would have to be an incredible. I mean, it's Duke at their absolute best. I mean, it's a
and that's what I'm saying.
40
Even
minutes
then, like,
of second half against NC
they
State.
might get like a 10-2 run, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when we're like, all right, shut this down.
Yeah, I
can't have Pow with 3 blocks in a game.
Yeah,
against the talented Indiana team, and like if she's locked in like that, like we're getting blocks. Like Pow has been a solid defender, but like you typically think of Bree Hall and Raven Johnson as like our premier perimeter defenders. If Pow's getting rim protection, like.
Hey, what was it? Seatbelt game? Is that what it is?
She said she was in seatbelt game. She earned
game?
Initiation in the seatbelt game, and I'm like, that's concerning for opponents. So
yeah,
I don't expect the Maryland game to be too. It'll be close for like first couple minutes and what have you, just because again Cheyenne Sellers is a bucket, but then I don't see it going past that.
Yeah.
Duke, North Carolina.
That's a basketball game.
I just keep thinking of Andrew.
Just absolutely shitting on that game.
That was insane.
Yeah, that's a game that we'll watch. You'll be there in person.
I'll be there. I'll see what's going on. I'll see what's happening.
There's always potential for hate, which is nice. Like that's always fun.
There's food in the media room. That's even better. So I can see what they got going. But like, it should be a game. It should be fine. It should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. All I know is if I'm South Carolina, I understand, if you want to build up like the comments that Don had like before the tournament and everything. But man, I'm smiling about this path I have to the Final Four. Like,
and that's why I'm not tripping.
Yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. I think it's
do what you do.
It is the easiest path by far. Like it's not even debatable in my eyes.
Okay, so then we get to the bottom half, and you got Texas and Tennessee, and that's gonna be an absolute.
I genuinely like that. Like, I mean, again, like we saw Tennessee go to Austin, Texas, and lose barely in a game that was like totally back and forth the entire. Like that was a legit basketball game. It wasn't some like late run just to make the score look better. Like no, like that was legit in Austin. Like, and coming off that Ohio State win, like where, like that was a hard game to win. Like they earned that win in that way. So like
Tennessee beat UConn. I would like to remind everybody that we are still in the exact same season that Tennessee beat.
I honestly think the UConn win after South Carolina really made people forget that Tennessee beat UConn. Like I feel like I haven't seen that discussed a lot because I think a lot of it. Which is
why I'm here. So Tennessee beat UConn.
Because I think the win was more about UConn's downfall than it was about what Tennessee was building in the discourse of it. And so like they bounced back against South Carolina, so everyone was like, oh, okay, cool. And we kind of just left that there. And Tennessee had like their own problems towards the end of the season as well, which also like came through with that. So like you had Tennessee had their own issues as well. But now that we're back and it looks like Tennessee is back to playing at the level that they were, we got to talk about that.
Okay, so and that's what I was saying about like is the pressure off UConn. Like nobody is harping on how Tennessee beat them for the first time since like Pat was with us. Like it has been a long time since Tennessee has beat UConn, and they did that. So we weren't really talking about like, hey, is UConn like, or is Tennessee back? Like what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Like the pressure is off of them, and then it's funny watching this matchup because it's like Texas again bringing their 42 points. Tennessee might shoot 42 threes. So now we're going to see an absolute clash of styles and
I mean, because if Tennessee starts dropping those threes, like, what does Texas do? Like honestly, like at this point, like what is the pivot for Texas? I don't know the answer to that. Like if they are able to not turn the ball over at like being Tennessee not turning the ball over, and they're just like consistently hitting. It doesn't even have to be like any type of like crazy mark, because Tennessee has a good defense as well. So like on top of Texas' struggles offensively, like look, man, I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously there was so much discourse going into the tournament about Texas and, you know, being the number 1 seed and their matchup. And I think everyone had eyed like the winner of the Ohio State Tennessee as like that first, like, okay, like prove it, you know? So I'm very intrigued. And I think that there's a very, very real world where Tennessee wins that game. And honestly,
it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, like I think there's probably a lot of people out there that think it's more likely that they win than don't, to be honest with you. Because I mean, I think that's just where the opinion from the like the discourse has brought to Texas. So like I don't know, man. I'm intrigued, and I think they have players to put on Madison Booker. Like it's different than like what South Carolina did with like a Breezy, but like you could do that. You know, they got the facilities for that. So. Okay, hold on. UConn beat SC by 30. UConn ended SC 71 home game streak. This combo is hilarious. That's the thing. We're not.
Is SC playing UConn right now, or are we talking about Tennessee?
Well, that's the thing. UConn? We're talking like we're bigging up Tennessee because they beat UConn because UConn beat South Carolina.
Oh, like, I'm just.
Well, I know you're. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say independent. It don't matter what South Carolina did against UConn. That didn't help them against Tennessee. So what are we bringing up South Carolina for if UConn couldn't beat Tennessee? UConn did not beat Tennessee this year. Yes, you see. Okay.
Okay, we're on the same page. All right. Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Tennessee could pull this upset.
Yeah.
And then we would have some nasty conversations about Texas.
Because I think this is also true. I think they absolutely would have rather seen Ohio State over Tennessee. Like, they were rooting for Ohio State in that game.
Yeah, because you don't know. Ohio State is very easy to, like, they match up. They have similar personalities. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to press full court. We want to, like, muddy up the game. We want to do yada, yada, yada. 42 points might be split between us.
God, it really might have been.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, that would have been like a rolling in the mud pig pen type fight. This one is like,
and Texas is down with that. That's okay. Tennessee, they mess up like Tennessee messes up games, but like it's still a very open game where Ohio State messes up games and kind of closes it down. But yeah, that'll be fun. And again, like I mean, to your point, if Texas goes and loses that game, ooh.
Lindsey Godler gonna sit up like Shannon Sharp.
Oh, hey man, that would be wicked. That would be incredibly wicked. Now this last one, some old school HVL ACC hate, and we get HVL versus Hannah Hidalgo. Like we haven't seen that. We never got that.
Yes, early in this, who was out? Oh, in the ACC.
Yes. He said they did. Oh, I was totally like, yeah. No,
they did play it.
Yeah, no. I was thinking purely ACC. But yes, they did play earlier. So we have got that. Yes, this is right. Well, regardless, we're getting it again. So
yes, because we didn't get that ACC when she was at Louisville because she's older. And so then they beat them earlier this season. Yeah. So now it's kind of like the team that was there when she was at Louisville is like, we don't like you, and then Hannah's probably like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and this is a good point too. The Notre Dame being fully healthy against. I mean, that's flow sports. That is true because the flow. Look, man, those Thanksgiving tournaments are absolutely dangerous. Like that's like the Twilight Zone on Thanksgiving. And if it's on Flow Sports, did it really happen?
Exactly. Free the games. Abolish Flow Sports.
So. Did it really happen? I don't know. TBD. But yeah,
I'm so excited for that game. I'm so excited for that game. Like they're cooking. Like I love Donovan Hunter. Like
I loved her at Oregon State last year. Like yes, it's a very different. It's completely different now. Like the role that she's playing,
she's still able to like flourish in it. She's a hooper. And so she was an X factor at an Oregon State where you have the focus primarily on like, Reagan Beers. And then she had like Tamia Gardner and Talia Van Olenhoffen. Like there were and she was a freshman.
Yeah.
So it's like she had other pieces and she was still able to get in where she fits in. And then she's doing the same thing here. So there's technically a big three on both sides. You got, what did they call Hannah and... They called Hannah and Olivia something. H2O?
Oh, yeah, it was H2O.
H2O, yeah, Hannah Hidalgo. H2O, yeah. So you got H2O and Sonia Citron. Citron H2O? Lemon water? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But like you got H2O, Sonia, and then you got HBL, Sedona, and Donovan. Bro, that video is so funny. That video is I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I've watched that video at least 42 times, and I focus on a different person each time. Yeah. And it's like, it's so funny. Yeah. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on my timeline, scroll down till you see the celebration of TCU.
It's when they put the name like on the bracket. They stick it on the bracket, and
oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. They're so sick of her, and I don't even know if they were sick of her in general or just sick of her in that moment. But that video is so funny.
To be honest, it doesn't matter.
It does not
for that video specifically. Like it doesn't matter because we got that moment, and like
it's so funny.
Oh my god. The fact that it was like a jump cut too. Like you go from like them like really enjoying Haley and then cut and like everyone just
because you could tell Haley's was an authentic moment. Like she literally like impromptu started dancing and I don't know what she was doing honestly, but like
but everyone was messing with it, so it's like
they're like,
do whatever,
okay,
do whatever.
Hey,
do your thing.
And then she was like, it's like when little kids see something work for some other little kid and they're like, I want attention too, like, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing, and it's just like, no, move. Yeah. Also, you're 31, like, calm down. And everybody was just like,
no, that was so funny.
Who was that number 14? Like she was like
clapping
for Haley, and then she was like,
bro, a deadly side eye from across the board. Like
Donovan like walked away.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
bro,
that was so funny.
That was so funny. That might just be a great place to end it. Just leave it on that note because, look, man, we'll see what happens with JuJu. What a shitty thing to happen. Like, obviously, all the best wishes and everything. But I mean, damn.
Yeah.
What a shame.
But be sure to like, subscribe.
Yeah, let's
tune in. Because we're going to be talking about it. Yeah. We will talk about, because, hey, if she's good to go, this changes everything. And we can talk happy.
Yes.
And so we're going to think positively. Like, it's a sprain. It's a kneecap. I don't know. We're going to think positive and hope that it does, the prognostication is in our favor. But, so just like, subscribe. Because I'm going to be in Birmingham. I'm going to get us some stories. I'm going to talk about Haley Van Lith Bowl. Shout out to Haley Van Lith. Her story is pretty incredible to be that open.
Oh, yes.
In a locker room press conference. Like, that's huge. And she's going to help somebody. So, really, shout out to her. We're going to be in Birmingham. We're going to have content, boots on the ground, behind-the-scenes stuff. Mascot dances. I don't know. See who's famous in the stands. I don't know who's famous in Birmingham. I don't know who I need to check.
Maybe Lisa Leslie?
Perhaps. Go get your home field merch. There's still teams involved. If you're a Tennessee fan, now is a great time.
They got so much good Tennessee stuff, y'all. Their Tennessee stuff might be the best on the website. I'm not gonna.
If you haven't seen it, go look up Candace Parker and home field merch.
Yeah,
she was doubled up.
Yeah,
she will
layers on layers.
So go get your home field merch. No cap 15. off 15% off your first purchase. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Again, you might be sitting here like, I come in here every day. I don't know how. It's because you're getting a notification. Now, some of you may have just seen it on Twitter. You need that notification. Because what if you're not on Twitter? What if your account gets suspended? That happens sometimes.
What if Twitter blows up? That's also possible. Like, it's a very real possibility. This is why you got to be subscribed to it. So make sure that you're locked in. Because we'll have, again, we won't be live these next couple of days. We're going to sleep. That's priority number one. But we'll have content for you all throughout the rest of the tournament. Every night that there's games, there's a live. We're here. We're talking about it. Again, Shawnee will have boots on the ground in Birmingham.
Go to Substack and
yeah, get ready.
Everybody now go to sleep because
yes, please. And all of this leads to no cast space at the Final Four. So make sure y'all are tapped in across all of our platforms. Everything you can find all in the description below. And we will see y'all next time.